Have you ever found yourself craving a sense of calm and clarity, yet feeling pulled in countless directions by the pressures of daily life? In our busy modern world, we often forget that ancient wisdom can offer a steady path forward. By reflecting on timeless Buddhist teachings, like the value of focused effort, the power of genuine intention, and the promise of self-mastery, we can learn to transform distraction into mindful living. Ready to rediscover your own inner stillness? Let's explore how these centuries-old insights can illuminate our modern journey. The Potter's Wheel of Karma. Imagine shaping your life the way a potter shapes clay, molding each detail with thoughtful attention. In ancient Buddhist philosophy, karma is not just about destiny. It is a dynamic dance between your intentions, actions, and the results that follow. Each decision you make forms a single thread in the tapestry of your existence, eventually weaving into your everyday reality. Recognizing that your choices create the life you live can be both humbling and empowering. This means you are not helpless, adrift on a sea of random events, but rather a co-creator of your own destiny. In modern life, it's easy to blame traffic jams, job pressures, or the unpredictability of social media for our stress and dissatisfaction. Yet when you see yourself as the potter who shapes each outcome, you begin to reclaim your power. Every word you speak, each habit you adopt, and all the thoughts you entertain form the clay of your future. By taking responsibility for these actions, you lessen the grip of victimhood and open the door to intentional living. Rather than letting life happen to you, you can choose how you want to happen to life, aligning your actions with who you truly aspire to be. The Bridge of Right Intention. Stepping onto the bridge of right intention invites you to consider the underlying reasons behind everything you do. When your motives are vague, your path becomes just as hazy. Perhaps you're scrolling through your phone at night because you want distraction, or you're rushing through tasks with no clear sense of direction. Ancient wisdom teaches us that a clear, compassionate intention serves as the guiding star of our actions, shining light on the road ahead. In daily life, this means your goals should spring from a place of authenticity. If you crave peace, you might set aside consistent moments of silence, allowing your mind to rest from the daily clamor. If you yearn for professional growth, you could define a focused plan to sharpen your skills. Right intention flows from a well-defined inner compass. It helps you identify what truly matters: family, meaningful work, self-awareness, and channel your energy accordingly. This clarity safeguards you from drifting off course and empowers you to remain consistent even when motivation wanes. The more you refine your purpose, the steadier your steps across life's many bridges will be. The Forge of Self-Mastery. In an age brimming with endless distractions, email pings, social media alerts, streaming services, guarding your mental and emotional well-being can feel like a monumental task. Ancient Buddhist teachings describe self-mastery as an internal forge where disciplined effort refines your potential into genuine skill. Instead of merely wishing for focus, you repeatedly strengthen your mind by choosing constructive practices over shallow diversions. True self-mastery involves a commitment to progress that stands firm even when impatience or temptation tries to derail you. Imagine forging steel. Intense heat and pressure transform raw material into something resilient. By constantly deciding to read a book rather than scrolling mindlessly, or opting for a calming breath instead of lashing out in anger, you are tempering your spirit. Soon, your tolerance for discipline grows, and the once impossible routines become everyday rhythms. The modern world may test your determination at every turn, but remember that you hold the hammer. Every time you invest in your betterment, through personal reflection, mindfulness, or creative pursuits, you stoke the fires of self-mastery. Over time, you'll notice your capacity to stay calm, adapt, and persevere evolves into an unbreakable inner core. The Archer's Discipline. Picture an archer poised to release an arrow. If their mind wanders or their stance falters, the shot veers off course. Like that archer, you, too, need stability before you let your intentions fly. In the swirl of modern chaos, small, repetitive actions can anchor your day and keep you on target. Waking up at a set time, journaling your goals, or dedicating the first hour of the day to creative work, these seemingly trivial habits form the disciplined posture from which you release each arrow of effort. Ancient teachings remind us that major breakthroughs often result from the accumulation of countless small steps. Achieving mastery does not hinge solely on motivation. Instead, it relies on a consistent routine that you trust, even on days when enthusiasm wavers. People who embrace discipline as a daily ritual often discover that the path to success has little to do with instant gratification. Rather, it emerges from the steady practice of investing time, energy, and focus into the tasks that matter. By becoming an archer in your own life, you learn to train your body and mind to align with your objectives, ensuring that every shot, every moment, brings you closer to your intended mark. The riverbank of equanimity. Along a tranquil riverbank, the waters flow ceaselessly by, representing the constant movement of life's events and changes. Equanimity is the calm riverbank itself, the unshakable ground beneath your feet regardless of external chaos. In Buddhist teachings, equanimity arises when you stop chasing every fleeting desire and panicking at every unfavorable turn. Instead of wasting energy on what you cannot control, you focus on what is always within reach: your breath, your attitude, and your ethical principles. In a modern context, equanimity might look like maintaining your sense of peace when personal plans abruptly change or when unforeseen difficulties arise at work. You recognize that while you cannot prevent the flow of ups and downs, you can choose how you respond to them. By learning to ride the waves with grace, frustration and disappointment have less power over your mood. When grounded in equanimity, you make decisions from a place of balance rather than impulse. This serenity, cultivated over time, becomes your home base, a steady refuge where you recharge. Whenever the current of life feels overwhelming, remember you have an anchor in your own mindful awareness, always ready to return you to calm waters. The Phoenix of Right View. From the ashes of adversity, the legendary phoenix rises reborn, symbolizing transformation through struggle. Right view, an essential teaching in Buddhism, encourages us to see setbacks as catalysts for growth, rather than final verdicts on our worth. Every disappointment, heartbreak, or failure has the potential to ignite new wisdom once we accept it as part of our story. This is the lens that transforms suffering into a kind of teacher, guiding us to reflect on the lessons hidden within life's darker moments. When misfortune strikes, the initial sting can feel overwhelming. Yet if you remain present and refrain from labeling the event as purely negative, you create space for learning. Perhaps a lost job nudges you toward a career that aligns more with your core values, or a painful relationship breakdown leads you to deeper self-awareness. The flame of hardship need not consume you. Instead, it can strip away illusions, burn through complacency, and reveal an inner strength that you might never have discovered otherwise. Embracing right view means trusting that every challenge holds seeds of renewal, if you are willing to greet it with openness and curiosity. The lighthouse of prioritization. Think of a tall lighthouse piercing through the fog with a single, unwavering beam of light. That beam is your sense of priority, a bright focus guiding you through the haze of endless distractions. When everything competes for your attention, from incessant notifications to myriad social obligations, your progress easily stalls. Ancient wisdom highlights that meaningful achievement stems from consistent focus, not scattered effort. By consciously choosing what truly deserves your energy, you effectively shine a guiding light on your goals, ensuring they remain visible amid life's countless diversions. In practice, prioritization means picking the single project that matters most each day and devoting your best hours to it. It means saying no more often so you can wholeheartedly say yes to what genuinely aligns with your core values. This can be challenging as we often fear missing out or disappointing others. Yet every time you guard your focus, you reaffirm your commitment to building a purposeful life rather than a busy one. Over time, the simple act of shutting off notifications, scheduling deep work sessions, or creating boundaries around your digital usage can reinstate you as the captain of your own attention. Like a steadfast lighthouse keeper, you ensure your guiding light never dims. Reframing failures as opportunities. Failure often comes with a sense of finality, but reframing it can open a door to deeper insight. From a Buddhist perspective, nothing is truly stagnant. Everything is in flux, which means setbacks are merely points along the path, not dead ends. The difference lies in how you interpret them. Do you regard each stumble as evidence of your limitations or as valuable feedback for refining your approach? When you see failure as a chance to regroup and recalibrate, it loses its power to paralyze you. Modern life amplifies the fear of imperfection, with social media showcasing glossy highlights and encouraging us to hide our shortcomings. Yet some of the world's most innovative accomplishments emerged after countless experiments that failed. Each disappointment taught the pioneers of art, science, and business where their methods faltered and how they could adapt. Whether you're learning a new skill, applying for a promotion, or starting a side hustle, failure becomes a building block if you strip away the shame and embrace the lessons. This approach fosters resilience. It nurtures a balanced mindset that can stretch and grow through every obstacle, leading you to unexpected triumphs and profound self-awareness. Thank you for sharing this journey into ancient wisdom, adapted for our modern challenges. May these practices serve as a steady hand whenever life feels chaotic, encouraging you to maintain discipline, find clarity, and embrace each failure as a teacher. True transformation happens one choice at a time, and each new day offers the chance to shape your destiny with mindful intent. If you enjoyed these insights, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Monk Mindset, for more contemplative explorations that guide you toward greater balance and peace.